Hello everybody, we're here at RemoteCon with yet another very interesting product demo on remote work tools. Here with us now we have Workplace from Facebook. This is the place where teams connect to get work done. Workplace is an enterprise connectivity platform developed by Facebook. It's an easy-to-use platform that connects everyone in an organization using familiar Facebook features like video calling, instant messaging, groups, and news feeds. It works with other tools that you already love, providing a simple and secure way for people to share knowledge, work together, and build connected communities. For our demo here today, we have Dana Montean, client partner at Workplace from Facebook. Hello, Dana. Nice to have you.
Hi, Alexandra. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for inviting me. Hi, everyone. I'm Dana Montean, a client partner at Workplace from Facebook. Over the next 15 minutes, we'll be discussing remote working, specifically how to create and organize a virtual office with Workplace from Facebook, and how to build effective relationships with your employees whilst working remotely. We'll also be discussing the key trends we see impacting the world of work today, why Facebook believes that bringing connection to our organizations is critical, and finally, what Workplace is and how our clients are using our solution to connect during this pandemic. First of all, let's explore the state of the workforce. For most companies, COVID-19 was the wrecking ball, shaking them up and urging them to embrace the new reality of working remotely. What before was planned to be done in terms of years when it comes to digital transformation, now it took weeks or even days. Companies are seeking to understand what the future will look like. COVID-19 crisis was like a storm, forcing businesses to make some critical decisions, to furlough their staff, for instance. Then businesses are looking to recover, but still the stormy waters transform into big waves, which means they need to review and redefine their business model, supply chain, processes, hiring, etc. They also want to re-emerge stronger after the storm, and they take a proactive approach to responding, investing, and looking at the competition. They want to embrace the new normal, whatever that means, because the truth is, we do not really know what this is going to be yet. All this just shows that the only constant in this equation is change. So with these changes in expectations, people are looking at their leaders to guide the way with confidence, information, and action. However, unfortunately, that's not what people are seeing. We have been taking a close look at sizable shifts in research, and we are leaning into the Edelman Trust Barometer, which has 2 decades of insights on crisis communications, leadership, and trust. Every January, they publish their annual research, and they updated this to reflect the COVID pandemic recently. What they found was quite disappointing. Why? The poor performance of business during the COVID-19 crisis is further seen in the lackluster assessment of CEOs. Fewer than 1 in 3 respondents, 29%, believe CEOs are doing an outstanding job responding to the demands on them placed by the pandemic. To increase trust, business should focus on solutions, not selling. With respondents calling for the private sector to collaborate with competitors, redefine their company's purpose and goals around fighting the pandemic, and so on. There's never been a bigger opportunity in our lifetime for CEOs and leadership to communicate and earn trust from their employees during this time of crisis. How to do it? As your business evolves for the future, your teams and culture should change and grow with it. The key to achieving this is connection. Why? It's impacting the bottom line and driving measurable value. 25% reduction in leadership communication costs. 10% increase in employee retention, driven by increased employee satisfaction, feeling of inclusion, and productivity boost. 24% reduction in onboarding times, driven by the improvements of a connected culture. This is what our 30,000 clients across the globe experienced with Workplace from Facebook. In just 3 years, we've seen Workplace create more connected companies of all sizes in every industry. It works for any company that cares about alignment. And these aren't just logos. These are wall-to-wall deployments. You could call any CEO from these companies and they love it. This is real. And you can't know a CEO if you don't get to meet or hear from them. Today, leaders are responsible for communicating company values, building lasting culture, serving their customers, leading from the front at times of issue, and driving long-term value for shareholders. But people inside and outside the organization now expect to know the person behind the job title and understand what makes the human beings who lead tick. People want to work for a company where leaders are connected to the people. And this is what I'm passionate about, helping companies to transform their company into a meaningful community. That's why we created Workplace from Facebook. At Facebook, we know a lot about connecting people. That's why we built Workplace, to connect the world of work and turn companies into communities. And just like Facebook and Messenger, Workplace is intuitive and simple to use. It's like your private version of Facebook for the enterprise. You control the access and the content and own the data. Workplace is a communication and digital collaboration tool that connects everyone in your company, even if they are working remotely, using familiar features like groups, chat, video calls, and live video broadcasting to get people talking and working together. Workplace lets you connect directly with your employees, allowing for engaging top-down communication that reaches the right people at the right time. What's so special about Workplace? Innovation. We ship new features with the speed of light. For example, in the last weeks, we launched the knowledge library, new video tools, even more insights. It's for everyone, and I mean it. No matter what type of work you do, Workplace is designed for everyone, whether you are behind a desk or in front of customers. And third, frictionless integration, combined with the best-in-class enterprise features and integrations such as Dropbox, OneDrive, Okta, and ServiceNow, for example. And with 5 million paid users worldwide, Workplace has already started connecting companies in a big way. Just imagine what connecting your company could do. And I hope you can imagine this with Workplace from Facebook now. But before we move on, I'm sure you all want to know how Facebook leaders are using Workplace as a global company, especially in the unprecedented time of remote work. The key is staying connected with live Q&A sessions with site directors and leaders, video updates on how senior leaders are working from home. And I love joining a live Q&A or a video update from our leaders because you can see them in their natural habitat, working in the kitchen, in the living room, in an office, being interrupted by their kids or by anything unprecedented. And that just brings them to become more authentic, more genuine, and more connected to everyone. Virtual coffees and team building exercises. Last Thursday, we had our team lunch, which is a great way to connect, even if we're miles away from each other, and really feel part of the same one team. Commenting on fun videos, participating in global challenges. This is always helpful to boost your culture. And next, I'm going to share with you 5 ways to use Workplace for remote working. So first of all, sharing updates through video and live broadcasts, something that I've mentioned before. Building a virtual office with live video is amazing. Just because people can't come to your office doesn't mean the office can go to them. With live video on Workplace, you can broadcast to everyone in your team, group, or company from your phone, tablet, or laptop. And because everyone can take part in real time, they still get the feeling of being there. Capture people's attention with video posts. According to Facebook research, video is 5 times more engaging than text or photos. So if you want people to pay attention to the latest health or travel or important business update, it's the only way to go. When you share videos on Workplace, you can also start conversations in the comment threads and get lightweight metrics through reactions and view counts. For instance, the Brazilian retailer Lojas Marisa, with more than 300 stores, is using Workplace to keep their employees informed through a dedicated group. They share videos from their leadership, as well as tips and information from a doctor, enabling their employees to ask questions. Second, empowering employees to build communities, support each other, and share information. I'd like to share an example from my client, Honest Burgers, a UK-based restaurant chain, and they are a great example of harnessing the power of community. One of the most amazing things about the furlough is that all their staff engagement has grown organically so much further than anyone anticipated. They were in the process of launching a new social initiative for their team, Honest Community. But with furlough, what could have taken a year to land has taken a month. What that means in practical terms is people are creating new groups, sharing content all the time. The period of furlough has definitely allowed the entire business to look at what it is important to them, what matters. The main thing that has come out of this period for them is that community is really important to people. Connection and being together, even when they are separated, is so valuable. They've got the gamers group, they've got a beauty salon, they've got the Honest Pub where they host pub quizzes, there's guitar lessons, a bingo night. They've got the Honest Family cookbook where people have been sharing recipes and photos of all the things they've been cooking. And Tom, their founder, has been running twice weekly HEAT classes. It's incredible. It's incredible because the culture is created by everyone, starting at the front line of their business, organically and authentically. As Daniel Davis, the engagement and communication manager at Honest Burgers, said so well, culture is not created on a worksheet. It's not designed anymore by one person or a branding agency in a boardroom. It's defined by all the storytellers within Team Honest. Third, getting the pulse of your organization. Understand your company better with the power of insights with Workplace from Facebook. Drill into the data and explore new ways to connect your organization. Track how active your organization is on Workplace. This allows you to see how many invited employees have joined, how many are active, and which apps or platforms your employees are using the most. You can track which content your organization is creating, which content is trending, how many people are actively contributing, and who are your top contributors at Workplace. Integrating with bots to quickly and efficiently reach out to employees. This is the fourth point I want to cover off today. Companies make most of custom integration through bots, and they communicate new policies to their employees quickly and efficiently. They are also encouraging employees to leverage learning and development resources while they are not in the office, using the supercomputer in their pockets, which is their mobile phones. And lastly, the fifth way to use Workplace during these unprecedented times is collaborating with partners. And what I mean by that is through multi-company groups, you can work and collaborate with all your ecosystem. So just because you can't travel to meet suppliers, customers, or partners, doesn't mean you can't continue to collaborate remotely. And multi-company groups enable you to securely invite external parties to join you on Workplace with access to groups, instant messaging, and file sharing. This is how I work with our partners and clients as well. And here I prepared some resources that are available on the Workplace website and our remote working resources hub that will help you to improve how you are working remotely and provide the best practices for working at home. Now, just take a step back and imagine what connecting your company could do. And let's keep this conversation going. Yes, I think at Facebook, we've been quite lucky to benefit from flexible work, even before the pandemic kicked in. But before, I would work remotely 1 day a week, for instance, on Fridays. Now it's 5 days a week, pretty much working in my kitchen. And during this time, I realized how important it is to have an open and transparent culture more than ever, being able to join the live Q&As with our leaders, being able to see what's top of mind for them, being able to be part of that conversation in real time with my colleagues. It was so enriching, but also building our culture by using groups for sharing, sad work from home meals. Like I've discovered, I'm not the only one being terrible at cooking, and I could get some tips on how to upgrade my skills in that regard. And being part of different challenges. Like I love this initiative that was created, Failure Fridays, where we use this hashtag Failure Fridays, and we share stories from our experience where we failed dramatically and what have we learned from it. And this is such a powerful exercise because you've discovered your colleagues at a different level, but you also learn from each other. So I think during this time and moving forward, I see us making most of the amazing communication and collaboration tool we've got for Workplace from Facebook, and really doubling down our investment in it. And I'm excited to see how we are partnering with Oculus, with virtual reality, and how we can tune in meetings, how I can dial in on my portal, on the workplace meeting. So I'm very excited to see how our roadmap will evolve because this crisis just made us even more proactive to innovate the way.
Thank you very much, Dana. Thank you everybody for watching. Tune into the RemoteCon website for more information on Workplace from Facebook and join in the conference for more on remote work tools. Thank you.
Thank you.